Good evening, my YouTubers. Actually, it's not evening anymore, guys. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Yes, I have my emotional support. Today's not a very good day. Oh, there goes her headband. I have sweet baby Shannon. Her head I'm not even going to try to brush it, but I had it all combed down in front, but I had the headband on, and the headband kind of messed it up. But her hair is really easy to mess up, so I'll have to recomb it again. But what the heck is all over this blanket that needs to be washed? But that's why she smells good. I got this little one. Doesn't she look so real? Looks like I'm holding a real baby. And then how her feet, and you're holding her, how her feet curl up in your lap. But her binky is in between her legs. There we are. Yeah, I tried making the video, and I got like 5 minutes into the video I was making, and my phone rang. So I thought I was pausing the video, but after almost 3 years of having this phone, I don't know how to put the thing on pause, and it can pause. Most Samsung phones can pause. I don't know about the really new ones, but most of them can. So, Honey Girl is down in her kennel sleeping. She's not wanting to jump up on the chair or jump down, so I got the stairs out here for her. She's being very quiet today. She's eating and peeing and drinking, so she's doing fine. She's just not wanting to, jump or anything. So, just watching her, make sure she's okay. I gave her a treat today, and she gobbled that down. So, I do have a devotion to do. Is this? No, that's not it. Ah, this one. Living in an anxious world. Are we all living in an anxious world today? Yes, we are. And I'm reading it out of A Faithful Heart for Women. It's a woman's daily devotion. And the scripture is, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 1 Peter 5:7 out of the NIV version. We live in a world that often breeds anxiety and fear. We come face to face with tough times. We may fall prey to discouragement, doubt, or depression. But our Father in heaven has other plans. God has promised that we may lead lives of abundance, not anxiety. In fact, His Word instructs us to be anxious for nothing. Philippians 4:6. But how can we put our fears to rest? By taking those fears to God and leaving them there. As you face challenges of daily life, you may find yourself becoming anxious, troubled, discouraged, or fearful. If so, turn every one of your concerns over to your Heavenly Father. The same God who created the universe will comfort you if you ask Him. So ask Him and trust Him, and then watch in amazement as your anxieties melt into the warmth of His loving hands. When you are anxious, it means that you aren't trusting God completely. It means that you aren't trusting God to take care of your needs. Ooh, ouch, Bree. I needed that. So I just got through talking to one of my doctors that, through all this stuff that's going on, I'm anxious. My anxiety has been really, really high, especially having to go out and having my immune system be so yuck. And I have to go out in it. And then having to wear a mask on top of it because, I have asthma, but I can't afford to get sick, so I got to wear the mask. So, what do? But, this says to be anxious for nothing. But the word says to be anxious for nothing, but in everything give thanks and, give your cares and, give everything to God. So, whenever you're worried and you're doubtful, there's a God who loves you and cares about you to, give. There's a song that says, give them all, give them all, give them all to Jesus. It's something like that. There's the song, I think it's called Give Them All. And it talks about giving all your worries and doubts to Him. And when you do that, they just melt away. And, I've seen that for my life, but, with what's going on, and being alone all the time, I have trouble being alone. So, I do have a prayer request. I talked to the care agency who does my caregiving. They have 2 possible caregivers who I put calls out to. They haven't called me back. Pray that they call me back and that there's promise that maybe one of them will work for me, and that they will be trustworthy and, everything that will work, because, it's been since March since I've had to have my son take care of me and do things for me, and, and I don't get things done as much as, I hate to say it, I don't get as many baths as I need because my son has to do them for me and I can't do them myself. And, standing up in front of the sink is so hard for me to do, but I do the best I can. What can you do? But I try to do what I can with, how long I can stand up. So I try to do it like in the morning when I first get up, when my energy is a little better. So, but, I just, I just need a caregiver. So it's not put on my son, because my son's working, my daughter-in-law's working, and, having them do my laundry and all that. That's a lot on them. And I would rather, my house is, not, it needs help. Because I haven't had a caregiver since my caregiver left February, her last day was February, the last day of February. I can't remember if we had 28 days or 29 days here. So whatever day it was, but she can't come back into this kind of work. So I feel like I'm being cut off. There. That's better. So, oh, I moved my phone and I took the screensaver off my computer. But, yeah. So, I really need a caregiver so bad. And when they called me today and told me there's 2 that are available, that they haven't called me back. If they don't call me back today, I'm going to call back tomorrow morning and just, you know, I'll have to check my message machine and make sure I wrote down the numbers right. That's the first thing I can do. That way, but I think I did get them down right. So, yeah, it just, I'll be excited to get into a routine again of having somebody, help me and take care of me, and, someone to help meet my needs of, making sure my house is taken care of and my bed's changed, and, doing stuff that I'm not able to do myself. I've been using paper plates because I can't stand up and do dishes. And the dishes I do, like the forks and stuff that I use, and Honey Girl's bowl, I got her a ceramic bowl, and I soak it first thing in the morning because she eats at night. I soak it first thing in the morning after she's eaten, and then I fill it up at night. That way it's ready for when she wants to eat again. So, that's my day. It's pretty warm today. I think it's in the high 80s or 90s. I couldn't tell you because I didn't check the temperature before I clicked on the record button. And I'm not going to look now, but I would guess it's about 80 or 85, 90 degrees, something like that. Well, it was supposed to be 86, but usually when they say a particular number, it's usually a few more than that. So, I don't know. Those noises you are hearing are my computer, so yeah. Anyway, everybody, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. And here's baby Shannon again with her hair all tripped out. I don't know what happened because I had it all nice and combed down, flat. But when that headband came up, it pulled it all up. It's a little better, but it's not flat like it needs to be. I am sorry, Nancy. I had her hair down. She's like, why is my hair this way? I had her hair all flat, but this is the culprit of her hair being pulled up. That's why I usually like the magnetic stuff. I don't like, I do not like the, this is a new Binky clip. It says Princess on it because she really is my princess. For, those that are not in the reborn community and those that deal with anxiety, and those who really don't know about, why grown adults get reborns, Well, we as adults, there's a lot of reasons why we as adults get reborns. These are called reborn art dolls. Some of us have silicones. I have a silicone too. But some of us can't have children. Well, I have one son, but I cannot have any more. Um, some of us have anxiety and depression and health issues. And these dolls, believe it or not, really help with our anxiety, depression. And there was one particular day when I first got a couple of my reborns, one from my sis Connie and one from Nana and Papa. I was holding my Krista from Nana. And, well, before I picked her up, I was having blood pressure issues, and I was hearing that it was helping with these dolls were helping with people's health issues too. You know, they were helping with pain. And I don't know if it's because of the weight or what. I said, you know what, I want to see if it will help with my blood pressure, because my blood pressure was pretty sky high. And I was in the middle of waiting for my doctor to call. And so I went and got Krista after taking my blood pressure. And I was holding and rocking Krista. And about 45 minutes later, I retook my blood pressure. My blood pressure had come down quite a bit. It wasn't down to where it needed to be, but it had come down quite a bit. So I just continue holding her, because these dolls really do help with health issues. I mean, pain in particular, you know, and they help with, like, and I think it was because, she helped with the blood pressure because of calming, and I was able to, sit there and rock her and calm myself, so that helped to release something in my body to bring my blood pressure down, and that really helped a lot. So if you're dealing with things in your like emotional, and and you ever liked dolls or anything, try checking out a reborn. I mean, never hurts to, even if it's just to pick up and rock one of these dolls, help you with your anxiety. I know they are very comforting when you're having a panic attack, or a lot of people take them out because it helps with their social anxiety when they're. I don't take mine out because I can't maneuver. I've taken them out before, but I can't really take them out now because I can't maneuver a baby in my wheelchair because my hands don't work the way they used to. But a lot of people take them out because of, it helps with their social anxiety. And, they want to see if they can also get reaction from people. And they do get good reactions from people. So, that's a little bit of, how people get, some of why people get reborns. People also get them to collect, because these dolls are pieces of art. They're artwork. And they're not for children. That's why we in the reborn community, our channels are not for children. We are not geared for children. We're not set up for children. And I mean, there are a few reborn channels that are kids, but most of our reborn channels are not kids. I'm not a kid channel. And it plainly states in my about me, and it states in each of my videos that this is not a kid channel. And I used to do role play when I used to do all kinds of stuff. And even though we see a lot of it, my luck, I would do it and that would be it for me. And I don't want to make a mistake. I want to do everything that complies with the law. So I want to make this more adult friendly and less child friendly as much as I can. Yes, I share my dog on here, but there's adult conversation on here too when I share her. Princess Honeygirl is my life, and I call her my daughter that I never had, but she's a sweetheart. Anyway, everybody, I'm going to call this video done because we're at almost 22 minutes and this is going to take a long time to upload. So, guys, I love you all, and until another video, remember to find joy in your journey. No matter where you are, whatever you're going through, there's always something to be joyful for and about. Remember to love yourselves and to love each other. Before you can love someone else, you gotta love yourself first. Bye-bye.